Here we go. Got it. I have grabbed it. I have grabbed the mouse. Right then. Hello and welcome to reading visual novels with your good old host Slenderface123. Ha me. Ah, frick me sideways. All right. Don't wanna go through here. Let's just sort of sift through here. Atomi Bishoujo. Yeah, Yaoi. No, I am no. Ooh, mama. I'm just gonna go through the fan novels. Oh, I see. Freaking Japanese Evanescence. Undertale. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna put in JoJo, see what comes up. No one here? Nah. Not gonna go there. Los Solis. Okay. Creepypasta, the Silver Crowbar. Alright, boys, wish me luck, because I'm gonna get fricked sideways. Warning! This game features some slightly disturbing death scenes and mentions of blood. However, none of this is illustrated. If you are very squeamish and cannot stand violence, perhaps this creepypasta story is not for you. Well then, you're a wuss. Forward. In another note, this is a text adventure game at the moment. Illustrators will be added when the game is completely finished. Even then, those illustrations will purposefully leave out some detail to add more focus to the writing instead of the pictures. Okay? We cool? Alright, we're cool. Please do not expect the creepypasta characters to come in right away. This game operates a little more like a novel than a game. Like a game. Despite the many choices you have in it, the story will move a little slower in order to be precise and developed. The creepypasta character most involved with you will come into the story, will come in at the end of this demo. In other words, this game will be very long when it is completed. As this demo, even with the length that it is not near half of the entire story I want it to be! So, yeah, if you don't like reading, there's some XP over there. Alright. I'm dying. Alright, I'll let you start the game now. Please check out the information under the info and credits options for more. Thank you for playing. Enjoy the game. Alright. It's loading. Chapter 1. Alright. Your chest heaves for breath as you run. You frantically look around, looking for somewhere to hide. You can hear the voices behind you shouting curses and obscurities your way. You dug yourself into a worse situation you have ever faced, and now you're paying for it. Carol's voice rings out among the group of girls behind you. You bleh! You can't run from us forever! Don't run from us! You can hear them call out to you just around the corner of the school building. You coward! And what happened to all that talk? That came from the other two girls. It just hurts and your eyes sting. What have you done? It turned the next corner of the building just as you see corners of Caroline's uniform poking out from the wall you left behind. You take a moment to catch your breath, noticing immediately the pale blue door of the janitor's closet. You glance over and see a ladder leading to the newly constructed school roof that has not been taken down yet by the workers. You don't have much time. I'm gonna climb the ladder. You quickly run to the ladder, hands gripping wildly. You quickly run to the ladder, hands gripping wildly at either side of the railing as you begin to climb. It is only out of arm's reach when Carol and her friends come into view. Carol's face twists into one of anger and resentment as you continue to climb, and a feeling of nearly giddy relief washes over you as you climb closer and closer to safety. Then you miss a handle. As you're too busy scanning the look on Carol's face, you gasp frantically to reach out as it suddenly slide a few pegs. You catch yourself, but the momentum of your decent pulls from the ladder, of your descent pulls the ladder from the wall. The look on Carol's face turns into one of shock and leans forward slightly as if to run towards you, but remains frozen in place, mesmerized by the sudden, lethal situation. I thought she was going to destroy me, whatever. The three girls are all you see as you feel yourself falling with your back towards the concrete of the school's driveway, the heavy metal ladder dragging you down with. You scream, but no one else is there to hear you. Frick. That's number 1. Frick! Chapter 1. Okay, I'm gonna try to hide in a closet. You reach for the door handle of the closet. It's unlocked. Frankly swinging the door open, blah blah blah, closing it behind you. You turn from the metal shelves to look to face the door. Breathing heavily, you can hear footsteps getting closer. Your heartbeat pounded in your chest, and your chest made you feel lightheaded. Sweat dripping from your forehead. You realize those footsteps were coming to a stop outside of the door. I knew you were inside. Frick. You felt panic, heart thumping against your rib cage, nearly suffocating you by leaping it to your throat. You instinctively reach out for something as Carol kicked the door, yelling a reminder. We know you're in here! Through the painted wood. Alright? Felt your hand, which had previously been making empty grasps, connects with something. Your fingers curled around something cold and metallic. The door flew open. I'm defending myself! Okay? Okay. Your instincts told you to defend yourself from the thing making you panic. Your hand raised, the object it grasps as Carol neared you. And all common sense melted away as the look on her face changed from one into horror. Leave me alone! Wait! feel hot tears forming in the corners of your eyes as you panicked and swung with all might of the girls. Their screams mixed with your own, and their protests seemed only muffled by the sound of your voice. Finally, you realized where you were the only one yelling and screaming, because you became aware of your heavy breathing and your eyes widened, processing what just happened. Your heart skipped a beat. You looked down. You were holding a metal crowbar in your hands. The silver color stained with the dark red near. Ah! Okay, so I just killed someone. Stared for a moment, afraid to look around. You felt cold and full of dread, frozen in an endless loop of thoughtless staring. Finally, your common sense began to come back to you. Your hands opened and dropped the heavy metal tool. Red marks that. Okay, so yes, she was breathing. No. Okay. Carol, he grabbed a hold of her arm. No. Okay, you're sitting with your Carol. And if you were more frantic, ha. Okay, freaking out. We're freaking out. Okay. Okay, she's alive. Suddenly, the consequences of a crime did not matter. She was still alive. You could save her. She's listening to music. Carol, stay with me. I'm going to call for help. You flinched as you noticed a drop in the beating on your fingers. You looked at Carol. Okay, she's dead. Carol's dead. Well, I'm gonna leave. You slowly drop Carol's hand and stand up. Yeah, she's dead. She is dead? Bad dream? Oh, it's a dream! Frick! You look over to the old man who is standing near the end of a coffee table behind your head. You pull a small smile. Same one. Malachi gives you a look of empathy. His kind brown eyes gazing at you from under his squared glasses. His long gray beard was tied into 2 ponytails, as it usually was when he had been working in order to keep it out of the way. His hair had a few strands sticking up. He looked a little slowly. So, don't think about it all too much. Just let the memory fade. You smiled at him, his welcoming presence reminding you that you were home. Everything was all right. You were back with Malachi in your rundown cabin home, away from the rest of society. Of course, maybe take my advice this time, yeah? Yeah. He laughs a little. He then gives you a big smile, seemingly excited about something. You haven't forgotten what day it is, have you? Not after you bugged me to remember it. Think about it for a moment before your face lights up in realization. Oh, my birthday! Right. You're 17 this year, right? Aren't you? Yeah. Well, I am. Time certainly flies. You almost can't believe it's been 2 years since you came here. Since you left school and you left your parents, left everything behind. You never really intended to stay here for so long, but things just fell into place that way. Well, it's your birthday, so you choose dinner tonight. Tell me what you'd like so I can go pick up ingredients. I like spaghetti, so choose that. Malachi chuckles as you answer him enthusiastically. Always with the pasta. Well, if it's what the birthday girl wants. He smiles and walks down towards the stairs. The house was small, and there was no front door as there would usually be. Instead, there was only the living room, with a flight of stairs to the side of it. Malachi puts his foot on the first step, and he looked back at you. It was like really happy music and stuff. I have to make a few deliveries tomorrow, so I'll be leaving tonight. But I'll stay long enough for dinner. I promise. Be thankful. You smile to him and give him a short, understanding nod. Right, I get it. I'm just glad you're here to spend the day with me. It gives you a thankful smile, which turns a little apologetic as you feel bad about leaving you on the night of your birthday. I'll be back soon with the pasta stuff. Keep the elevator down for me, okay? Would you? Of course. Malachi then continued to walk up the stairs, disappearing into the second floor. He soon heard the familiar sound of the makeshift elevator unlocking from its place, descending as Malachi lowered himself to the ground with the rope attached to the wooden three-walled box. Your music's coming in. Sort of. You sighed and laid back on the couch, looking up at the slightly low ceiling. Your mind began to wander, as it tends to do at times like these. Usually don't let you think of yourself, think about the past after having that dream, but it reminded you of how this came to be. You began to think over your past. You contemplated. Your new home was a little strange. It was in the middle of a highly wooded area, which maybe people believed to be haunted due to the bodies found there. To this, no one ever dares to come as deep as to the forest as you had when running to the scene of your crime 2 years ago. Malachi built this home himself, starting when he was young and finishing when he actually needed a home for himself. He never finished the upstairs, so it's simply one giant room and only 3 sturdy walls and a pillar, substituting a 4th one. A makeshift elevator acts as transport in and out of home. It doesn't have a door. Malachi is far too cautious to give murderers easy access to his home, he says. He told you many times about murderers who live in the woods. Even more so about the one he met. A boy who was apparently in your exact situation. He killed a group of people and ran away. He found Malachi. They lived together for a hearty couple of weeks before the bad boy ran off again. Malachi has even been aware of the safety of his home ever since. You decide to think about something else. You contemplated. You and Malachi were a little bit uncomfortable around each other for the first month or two you were here. Malachi less so. He already had a similar thing happen to him in the past with that boy who was seeking shelter after murdering his family in a brutal episode of drugged hysteria. Oh, so the boy was a druggie. Malachi let you stay here in his home under the condition you helped him in his metalworking, as he ran a business selling his works to rather wealthy people who bought his metal coins, rings, and chains that he forged. Informed himself. He was talented in what he did. My dad runs a little shop in Shoals, so this is kind of like that. But I'm getting off track. You helped him almost every day, and your bond became closer and closer. The more time you two spent together, he reminded you of your uncle when you were young, and always gave you advice and let you help with his painting. It was nice having someone like him around again. Excuse me. You decided to think about something else. You contemplated. Noticeable physical changes. You give a short sigh as you look down at the graying skin of your hand and the beginning of your endeavor. At the beginning of your endeavor, you never considered how the possibility of being poisoned by the metal Malachi had you working with. But look where your lack of caution got you. Both you and Malachi were so scared when your skin began to turn gray. The whites of your eyes became discolored. He really got himself into trouble by stealing expensive medicine that gradually worked you back to health. You reminded him all last year that you'd repay him for saving your life one day, despite the medicine stopping the worsening of your symptoms. It sadly did not erase the discoloration of your skin and eyes. Most of your skin is now a pale gray color, save for small patches of tan that had not quite been consumed by the poison at the time that you were cured. I decided to think about something else. And the old familiar faces of girls began to come back to you. Eyes blink and voices silent. You decide to think about something else. You contemplated. I'm done remembering. You give a small sigh and allow yourself to sink into the couch again. You rest your head on the back and allow your thoughts to melt away. You can smell the essence of the wilderness outside through the wooden walls seeping in from upstairs. It's almost funny how much you spend outside nowadays, especially since you used to do the opposite to it. But there is only one outlet in the house, which Malachi, you only went through the trouble of wiring which Malachi only went through the trouble of wiring and paying so he could use his computer. He sometimes uses it. He sometimes used his computer for his job. You can only charge your phone at obscure random time. You can only charge your phone at obscure random times. Even when it worked in your favor, you rarely used your little device anymore. You sat there for a moment before the ever-reminding presence of the outside finally beckoned you from the couch. You walked upstairs, bare feet on the cold wooden steps. You step onto the second-story room, heading straight for the elevator. It's still lowered from Malachi's descent. You grabbed a rope and began to pull up the elevator up. You give a grunt of annoyance as the elevator falls back down. You recoil the rope for a better grip and start. Oh. Over there? Give a short smile as you successfully pull up the elevator. You hear it click into place as the specially designed chink in the chain meets the hook in the ceiling. You feel the rope loose of some of its tension as the chain holds the elevator up. The rest of the rope is visible inside the elevator, coming through the hole cut into the top to make way for the pulley system. You walk inside. You have to pull yourself up into the elevator first and unhook the chain from the lock. Simple enough. You feel the floor of the elevator meet the ground as you have 1,000 times before, and allow your arms to relax. You let go of the rope, which no longer touches the floor of the elevator due to the distance you've made. Step out. You feel the familiar worn grass under your feet. You give a small smile as you look out to all the trees around the clearing that surrounds your home. You know exactly how you'll spend your time until Malachi gets back. You walk out beside the nearest trees. Oh, we're in chapter 2 now. Okay, we're gonna put that there so you can see it a little better, I think. Lorraine! Lorraine? You open your eyes immediately, recognizing Malachi's voice. You remember where you were as you feel the bark under your back. You feel the bark under your back, legs dangling from either side of the branch. Yikes! It only meant to close your eyes for a moment. Had you really fallen asleep? You sat up on the branch of the tree, looking down to see Malachi. Up here. Malachi smiles as he spots you, looking impressed. Whoa! How'd you get all the way up there? He laughed a little, which made you smile. Noticed the grocery bags he carried in his left hand. You yawned, feeling a little groggy from your nap. Come down. Come on down from there if you want to help with dinner. I'll be right down. Sure, I'll help. Be right down. Malachi looks up in approval and nods, heading towards the still lowered elevator. You move your legs so they're both hanging at the same time to the closest branch under you. Your mind is still hazy from when you sleep. You blink a few times and have no problem, right? You've done this plenty of times before. Just one tiny fall to the sturdy branch and reach to the little branch. Sure. Slowly extend your foot. Da da da. Okay. You sigh. Take a breath. You inland insecurely on the branch. Off balance. In a panic. You hurry. Blah 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 blah. Bam. Na 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 na. You okay? Okay. Stoop. No 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 no. Plummet. No no no. You plummet to the fast approach of ground as you hear shouts. Frick! Hang on, I got it. 1 sec. I'll allow it. Okay, that's an odd thing. Barely even know what it says. Frick. You look to Malachi wearily, reminded of the height you were in. Probably shouldn't try to get down from the side while you're still groggy. Okay, I think that's that's what killed me. In a minute. I'm going to stay up here for a little bit. Frick. Malachi raises her brow and makes a small frown, but then lets the subject drops and smiles. Well, alright, birthday girl. Lock the elevator when you come in. Always. Malachi turns and walks to the elevator, walking to the open on the right. Okay, you were always a little amazed when you watched Malachi expertly operate the elevator. He was a lot stronger than you were, despite being up in his age. He moved quick, pulling the rope with amazing effortless speed. Granted, you became a lot stronger before you were. 2 years after of lifting metals, handing tools, and operating the coin press with Malachi improved your strength immensely. Pulling your own weight on the elevator was easier than ever. You could still pull with the strength that Malachi did, despite. You heard the elevator click into place, and Malachi stepping out. You grabbed the rope again and pulled the elevator up to unlock it. Then carefully lowered it back to the ground. He smiled to you and waved. He returned to his smile as he disappeared into stay with his groceries. Very long fall, rather easy one. Still hazy from your nap, and you had a feeling you might have misstepped if you tried to climb. Pushing yourself a bit more towards the branch. Couldn't get back to sleep, but allow yourself to look at the lost surroundings. Uh-oh. Ominous music is playing. You can't hear it, but it's playing. Your eyes flew open. You suddenly felt completely disconnected from the feel of the bark and the smell of the leaves. All that you could focus on was the wail that it came from. You were a little surprised by the alertness. Upon becoming aware of it, you forced yourself to calm down. You and Malachi went hunting for those rabbits now and then. You were basically trained to listen out for that sound. You reasoned to yourself. There were so many rabbits around that made a good source of food when Malachi wasn't bringing in much income. As much as you felt like it should bother you at first, it should bother you at first. Never actually had a problem with killing rabbits, even when they screamed. Rabbits have the strangest screams. Lorraine! You were pulled from your thoughts by a familiar voice. Da-da-da. You alright there, Lorraine? You look a little out of it. He gave a short chuckle. I'm alright. I'm alright, Malachi. Sorry, I was just zoning out, I guess. How long is this anyway? This better be 4 chapters. It better be 2 chapters long. I don't want to be here all day. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to go into here. Alright. Dungeon dating. Wish me luck, boys! Alright. This novel may contain nudity, extreme violence, or explicit content. Right. No, I'll just here. If you are 18 or older, click the screen to continue. Well, I'm not 18 or older, but I'm going to click anyway. Novelty Dragon. Hi, sorry for not updating too often. We reached over 4,000 plays and counting. Thank you. Have a nice day. Oh boy. I feel like I'm going to be getting myself into a notably interesting hole. Lord help me. This is still a demo and nothing is final. Thanks for playing. Have a nice day. It's very funny you're called the Novelty Dragon. Nothing novel about this in the same. Are you okay? No, it's not every day that people spawn around here. Where am I? Oh, you must be new. Oh, you're in the beginner fields. I saw you spawn and wanted to say hi. So, exactly who are you? Oh, this is the guy. This is my character speaking. I'm just gonna take this off because I'm not very keen on watching this. Listening to the music. So, exactly who are you? Or what are you? Oh, I'm Slime, level 1, of course. You look at the slime lady and then look at the trees. Ah, well, oh, well, I'd rather be looking at a noose in the corner of my room, hanging, and myself hanging nicely from the ceiling. Ah, yes. This is on the internet. So, Beginner Fields is close to, Beginner Fields. Is that close to a city or town? Well, not exactly, since it's evident you are just starting. So I'll help you complete the tutorial. Wait, but I need to get to town. Oh, I always cut corners. Basically, follow me. And I will explain the rest. You follow slime into the forest. You begin a date with adventure. So, where's the tutorial? See that wolf? What wolf? Over there. We're going to do a critical analysis of this so far. First off, continuity. This is kind of a slime. You know, there's slime under blah. This is not a wolf. This is a woman with furry with boobs, a tail, and ears. This is not a wolf. This is a furry. Secondly, the freaking anatomy looks pretty normal. You know, head's normal, blah, that. But then the body sort of slumps like that. Kind of looks unnatural, to be honest. Kind of looks worse with her. So, yeah, I'm gonna cap off the stream. Gonna cap off the stream. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly don't. This looks sharp. Okay, see you later, I guess.